Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is Mohamad Ammar bin AZIZAN, and my meter number is 278642. I'm from Group C, and the other member of this group is Muhammad Adam, Muhammad Ashraf, and Muhammad AMIR HAZIQ. In this video, we're going to explain about the Project 1 in Computer System Organization subject, STIK1014. In this presentation, we're gonna explain about the task A and task B. And for me, I'm gonna explain about the task A, which is contain computer brand and name, BIOS, CPU, RAM, hard disk, and device driver that we choose one of the laptop. And the computer brand and name that we choose is model Asus VivoBook A413F PEK170TS, and these are the images that we took, and the brand is Asus. Next, I'm gonna explain about the BIOS. BIOS is a ROM chip found at motherboard that allow you to access and set up computer system. The BIOS version is American Megatrend, and the date 6 December 2020. And the other information is stated in this image. Next is about the BIOS and how to enter the BIOS configuration. First of all, press and hold the F2 button and then click the power button, and do not release the F2 button until the BIOS screen display. And these are the images that gonna pop up after we enter the BIOS configuration, which is main menu, and this there are state everything in this. And next is about the advanced menu. For this menu, we can set advanced setting, like we can enable and disable hardware or software from device. And for the boost menu, this menu can set up the operating system. When the computer start, the BIOS will check and predetermine list of drive and device that may contain operating system such as Windows. Next is security menu. This menu can relate to the security system for this BIOS and the device itself to protect any unauthorized access. We can install the password and put the password that we want to secure the device. Next is exit menu. Exit menu is for exiting BIOS setup. This menu can make a save or discard setting that user change in this BIOS setup. And for this Asus brand VivoBook, our CPU is Intel Core i5 10210U processor, and processor base frequency is 1.6 GHz, max turbo frequency 4.2 GHz, and cache is 6 MB Intel Smart Cache. Bus speed is 2 GT per second, and thermal design power 15 watt. Configuration TDP up frequency is 2.1 GHz, configurable TDP up to 25 watt. Configuration TDP down frequency is 800 MHz, and configuration for TDP down is 10 watt. For RAM, we use 4 gigabyte DDR4 onboard RAM, which is in the motherboard. And hard disk, we use 512 gigabyte M.2 NVMe PCIe 3.0 SSD, which is SSD type of disk. Next is the device driver. These are the specifications that used in this laptop. We got SSD, display, we got 40-inch full HD IPS level panel. Yeah, it's keyboard that have backlit, and mouse, Philips gaming mouse, touchpad, 1.4 mm key travel, camera 720p HD, network communication Wi-Fi 6 version, and battery 42 watt hours, power supply that 65 AC, security bias, and that's all. Think and then I think that's all from me. I will pass it to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and greetings, Dr. ROSMADI. My name is Mohamad AMIR HAZIQ bin Abdul Karim. Matric number 281678. I am from Group 6, and today I will be presenting my part, which is Partition 1 and Partition 2. So let's begin. So for Partition 1, we will partition for Windows operating system, which is the current operating system used. So first step, what we want to do is we go to Windows search, and we will search create and format hard disk partitions. After the search has shown, we will click open. After clicking open, a window will pop up uh, and disk management is displayed. So what we want to do is we want to right click on OS C slot, and we want to uh, click shrink volume as displayed. So next off, a pop-up will appear, and we can adjust various specifics. So what we want to do is we want to go to enter the amount of space to shrink in megabytes, and what we want to do is we want to allocate 20 gigabytes or 20480 megabytes, um, and we will click shrink after that. Okay, after that we will right click new simple volume um, on the black top box label unallocated 20 gigabytes. A pop-up wizard will appear, and we will click next. After that, we will adjust the simple volume size to 20480 megabytes or 20 gigabytes, and then we will click next. So next off, what we will do is we will tick assign the following drive letter. Your user can choose any letter they want to assign. After that, we click next. Okay, so next we will tick format this volume with the following settings, and then we will adjust the file system to NTFS, and for allocation unit size we will set to default as shown. NTFS is used because when formatting SSD or hard drive, users can choose the file system they will use. Process of formatting each type of drive is slightly different, but both are compatible with NTFS. So after that, we will tick perform quick format, and then on volume label we can label any suitable name. In this case, we have labeled it as music, and then we click next. So after that, a new simple volume wizard pops up, and we will click finish. Okay, and now we have the second partition named music E, and as we can see here on File Explorer. Okay, so next is partition 2, and partition 2 will be for Windows operating system, and more specifically Windows 10 Pro version 2004. So like in partition 1, we will open on the Windows search, and we will search create and format hard disk partition. Then we will click open. A pop-up will appear, um, and then we will go to the C section, and then we will right click on it, and we will click shrink volume, and we repeat the steps as elaborated in partition 1 previously. After that, we will allocate 8 gigabytes or 8192 megabytes for the new partition on this Windows operating system, and then we will click shrink. After we click shrink, we will follow the same process as we have gone through in partition 1, and then after a few steps, we will now see a new partition has been created named University H. With that being said, this has been my presentation for Task B, Partition 1 and Partition 2. Thank you for watching and have a good day.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Mohamad bin ARIFFIN. My matrix number is 279306. I'm going to explain about partition 3 in task B, which is format data. Okay, the first step doing it is to right click on the chosen partition and choose format, and then format details are displayed. Keep all the setting as before, and then click start. After clicking start, a warning message will pop up. Click OK to continue formatting the partition, but be cautioned because formatting the partition will erase all the data in the selected partition. Make sure to confirm it first before doing so, before clicking OK. And after the formatting process is complete, an information message will be displayed showing that the partition is successfully formatted, and then click OK. Now the selected partition, in our case the music, which is E, are empty.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad bin AMIR with matric number 277705, and I'm from group 6. So for my part, I will explain about partition 4, Linux bootable OS, and this bootable for flash drive. Okay, for the Linux bootable OS, first of all, insert bootable drive that have a Linux OS installation. By using some steps to create partition, refer partition 1 Windows OS, create another partition for Linux installation. Open search and find change advanced startup option and open. Go to advanced startup and click restart now. The device will restart and options are shown. Use keyboard to control and move. Choose use a device and press enter. Choose UEFI, removal this device and press enter. Your device will display GNU grub. Command as shown. Choose startup Linux Mint 20.1 Cinnamon 64-bit, same name as folder that you have downloaded. Linux main interface are displayed, and then click install Linux Mint to start install the files. And then welcome windows are displayed. Follow all the steps. Welcome windows are displayed. Follow all the steps. Tick install multimedia codecs and click continue. Tick something else and click install now. Follow all the steps and click continue. fill all the information needed and tick required my password to log in for better security, and then click continue. Wait until all files are completely downloaded. Pop-up message will be displayed, shows all files are completely downloaded. Choose restart now to restart the device and experience fully Linux operating system. After restart, choose Linux Mint 20.1 Cinnamon and press enter. Welcome window will be displayed and device are ready to use the Linux OS. This is the information for memory allocate for Linux installation. Second, this bootable. We do it with a flash drive. First, connect your USB drive to your device. Make sure to download Refuse application by this link and Linux Mint OS by this link. Then open Refuse application after install, and then the application will be displayed like this. And then click select to select the folder. Click folder Linux, and then you can drag using mouse cursor to adjust the size for the partition of Linux installation. Locate more size than actual size of Linux folder for better experience. Set partition scheme as MBR and target system as BIOS or UVI. And then click start. Warning message are displayed. Click yes to continue. Now, data from main partition are transferred into new partition in USB flash drive. When the status start state ready, all the process are complete, and now your USB flash driver contains Ubuntu folder. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, we meet again. In this part, I'm gonna explain about user setting in taskbar. First of all, about create password at BIOS level. First of all, enter BIOS in the BIOS configuration and go to the security menu, which is this, and then at the security menu, select user password to create a new BIOS level password, this, and then enter the new password and confirmation password to set the password, and make sure to remember the password, otherwise you will be in trouble. This, and then after the setting the password, it will state the user status was installed. This user password status and install. After that, go to the save and exit menu and select save and exit to reboot the system and save the password that user changed. Just this. Finally, the screen will order the user to input the password. It will make our device secure from others. Next, about to create computer name. First of all, go to the setting, can be searched at the search bar and choose system. And after that, scroll until found about. Click about and we can see the button. Rename this PC. Yes, this. Just click the button to change the name of this device. And this pop-up will show and enter the name that we want to change the laptop name. And then after renaming the PC, program will invoke the user to restart PC now or later. After restart the PC, the name of the PC will change. This. Next, about the create user account. To create new user account, go to the setting and choose account. After that, choose the family and other user to proceed with the progress. After that, add this family and other user menu. Just click the add someone else to this PC to add new user. Just this. And then the panel will show the create a user for this PC. After click add someone else to this PC panel to create a user for this PC will appear and want the user to enter the name for that new user. For the password, it will be depends on the user to enter or not. After that, click the button next. Next. And then, lastly, the new user will be listed as the user for this PC. And next, create the user password. To create the password, go to the setting and choose account. After that, click menu sign in options. In this menu sign in option, we can see a lot of security that can be set up, but most secure password is password. Click add button password to the program to proceed the program. Just this. And then after click the button add, this panel will be appear to receive the password that user want to input. Make sure to use long password with special character or symbol to make sure that other user access in the user. And lastly, user will be informed that the user account was secure. After that, just click button finish. And this will be shown when user open the PC. User can be select at the bottom left corner. Just this. Yeah, just this corner. After that, user must enter the password to access into the PC. This can make data safe. I think that's all from me. I will pass it to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, for application software installation in task B, to install an application in Windows OS, first open search and search for Microsoft Store to install any application, and then in the Microsoft Store, find any application for you to install. For example, Spotify, and then click on Spotify music app and click get, and after that click install to install the app, and then Microsoft Store will start to download the app into the device, and after the installation is completed, click launch to start the app. Now Spotify is available to access. Click open to open the app, and then enjoy the application install. For Linux, first choose software manager at the menu, then choose software that you want to install, that can be searched at the taskbar. Click install on the selected application, which is, in our case, it is Spotify, and then fill in the password. Wait until the installation is complete. After the installation process is complete, open menu and select all application. Scroll until you found the software installed, or you can also search the software, and then click the software and then enjoy the software. That is all for our presentation for project 1. Thank you for your kind attention.